We in these streets.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's your boy Bo here as always. Go to 3kingsboxing.com for the latest greatest what's going on in the sport of boxing. All right. Shout out to everybody over there. Three Kings Boxing is helping us out, man. Shout out to my man Prodigy, man, for coming in the clutch, man. Appreciate you, family.
That's what's up, man. That's what we do.
Yep. All right, man. So let's get right on into this. Oh man, it's the weekend. Shit ain't going the way we expected, but you know what ain't going the way motherfuckers expected? Hey man, I kind of like this new aggressive Devn Haney, man. Devn Haney taking shots at motherfuckers. He like putting that beam on niggas. I like that shit, man. This nigga went after Tank pretty much in everything. When you think about it, man, he ain't saying that no different than what we fucking saying. He said Tank Davis got the Mickey Mouse belt. Yeah, he going around, fighting for that fucking regular title and shit. He said, the biggest name on his resume is Jose Pedraza. Hell, you said that a long time ago, right? Tank need to do something and fight somebody, but the problem is there ain't no pressure on him to do it. Devn Haney's right.
Mm-hmm.
Tank will fight Devn Haney, but why he should fight? Like, Tank is actually living what Angel Garcia said. Why should I fight Tank Davis when I'm getting $2-3 million to fight motherfucking Mario Barrio?
Right.
Like, why should I fight Devn Haney? I'm getting $2-3 million to fight Mario Barrio. Why should I fight motherfucking Vasilo Manchenko when I'm getting $4-5 million to fight Yuriakis Gambo? What the fuck? Especially when Eddie Hearn was talking about some giving that nigga $5-6 million to fight fucking what's my man name with that? Your boy with the eye. What's that nigga's name? Tevin Farmer.
Okay.
Yeah. Tevin Farmer, man. Man, talk about this for a second, man. What needs to be done to get this motherfucker to do something?
Well, before we do that, first thing I want to say to everybody is we're going to be moving the show. We might be moving the show over. So everybody on YouTube, man, I put the page up. Look down at your phone, your laptop, your pad, whatever. Go to that page right there. Everybody on this page on Prodigy Boxing Talk, go to that page right there and subscribe right now. Because in the next couple of shows, we're going to be moving this show over there. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and subscribe over there. Also, me and Bo are going to try to do like little 20-minute takes on that channel as well. So it's going to be more content involving me and Bo on that channel as well over there. And then this channel, Prodigy Boxing Talk, we're going to keep it pretty much just myself doing some individual videos. So again, everybody that's on Prodigy Boxing Talk, go over there to the Three Kings Boxing page on YouTube and subscribe over there. All right. Answer your question, Bo. So listen, at the end of the day, bro, I've said this 1,000,001 times. Once Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather and team made it seem like Tank Davis is a all-star pay-per-view attraction, which he's not. He's got a fan base that pays for his pay-per-view. He's got a fan base that goes to his fights. Floyd Mayweather pays celebrities to show up and shit. You know what it is, man. No way in hell that someone like Tank Davis, right, garners that much organic fan base, bro. It's not organic. I don't believe it is. But whatever. Who am I, right? At the end of the day, once you've built that to where the guy feels he's a pay-per-view attraction and everybody around him feels he's a pay-per-view attraction, he gets money, he doesn't have to fight anybody anymore, right? Now, let's say his fan base is organic. Guess who I'm blaming? The fans. Because you're the stupid motherfuckers that followed this dude and allowed him to get as big as he's gotten without fighting anybody of note, right? Jose Pedraza and Leo Santa Cruz. That's pretty much it. 2 fights we both, me and then all the fans out there, and then, of course, Bo, knew he was going to win. A fighter shouldn't garner a pay-per-view attraction fan base until he's gone through the hot water, right?
That's very true.
That's when he gets the pay-per-view attraction fan base. Hell, Floyd Mayweather didn't even get the pay-per-view attraction fan base until he beat Diego Corrales, and he really didn't even get it then, because if he did, Arturo Gatti wouldn't have gotten the lion's share of their money for that pay-per-view fight that took place, right?
Yep.
But you dumb fans have allowed Gervonta Davis to get pay-per-view attraction fan base without fighting a pay-per-view attraction fight. See? Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, right? Teofimo Lopez. Those were his pay-per-view attraction fights to where if he would have won, did I say Devn Haney at first? I think I said Devn Haney. Yeah. But if he would have beaten those guys, he would have garnered, and rightfully so, gotten the pay-per-view attraction fan base. See? But you guys have allowed him to fight Mario Barrios, Francisco Fonseca, right? Jesus Cuellar.
Yep.
You guys have allowed
Rolando Romero.
Right. You guys have allowed him to fight those guys and jumped on his bandwagon too fucking quickly. So now he ain't got to fight nobody because y'all give him all the money he wants. And he'll continue to get the money. Because even though I'm saying this ain't going to reach enough people because people follow other dumb shit more than they follow this. And then fans will continue to be fucking stupid. So anybody who's out there complaining about Tank Davis not fighting anybody or not taking this challenge against Devn Haney, go to Tank Davis and tell him that. Go to Leonard Ellaby and tell him that. Go to Floyd Mayweather and tell them that. All of them got Twitter pages and Instagram pages. Hit them up. But it starts with the fans.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you something, bro. If Tank was my fighter, I wouldn't put him in there with Devn Haney either. I wouldn't put him in there with Teofimo Lopez either. I'd put him in there with Isaac fucking Cruz, who's getting ready to fight again, right? I'd put him in there with Rolly Romero. I'd put him in there with those guys because you guys are going to pay for it no matter what. We all get money, and we put Tank in fights we know he's going to win. I'd do the same shit if he was my fighter. So stop buying his shit, stop following him, and then at the same time start fucking complaining that he's not fighting anybody. That's pretty much what this is all what it boils down to, Bo.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where, exactly, David, too many enablers disguised as fans. Exactly, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotten to the point where belts don't even fucking matter anymore. Devn Haney is the undisputed champion, right? And a globally followed and recognized media source like Ring Magazine can keep him off the pound-for-pound list even though he's undisputed. That is fucking asinine. And people actually still follow Ring Magazine. Like, that should have been your cue. Let me stop fucking with these niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right. I need to dip out of here right now.
This has nothing to do with being a fan of Devn Haney. It has nothing to do with liking Devn Haney. It has nothing to do with hating Devn Haney. It has no emotions whatsoever involved as it regards to Devn Haney. This is what's morally correct. He is an undisputed champion. Whether you say he hasn't fought anybody, it doesn't matter. Realistically, Devn Haney is undisputed. And for you lineal guys out there that love the lineal title, he should be crowned lineal as well. Because he beat the man to beat the man to beat the man, etc. Right?
Yep.
Vasyl Lomachenko was the nigga. Tio beat Loma. Kambosos beat Loma. Tio beat Loma. Kambosos beat Tio. And Devn beat fucking Kambosos. So for you lineal maniacs out there, that makes Devn undisputed and lineal champion. And you're telling me he's not ranked? That's morally correct. He should be ranked on somebody's pound-for-pound list. He's on ours.
Yeah.
He should definitely be on everybody else's. But they still follow this Ring Magazine when they just showed you right there. They don't know what they're talking about. They used to be the shit. Decades ago, Ring Magazine was the shit. Yeah. I fucked with them. Both fucked with them. When they were crowning real lineal champions, they were the shit. When they were under old management, they were the shit.
They had their little pamphlet like Jet Magazine.
Right, exactly, bro. Now they fucking suck. It is what it is. Start following something else that matters.
Yeah.
Stop following the same old bullshit where they keep deceiving you and lying to you and then showing you that they don't really know shit about boxing. They're just in it for the money or for the fucking fame because people talk their name. That's it. But at the end of the day, dog, if you want, like I said before, if you want to call Tank Davis's fan base organic, then I blame the fans for why Tank ain't got to fight nobody.
Yeah.
I blame the fans for why Ring Magazine could do something so fucking stupid with Devn Haney and niggas still follow Ring Magazine. I blame the fans. Don't be out there complaining if you're one of those fans that agrees with Ring Magazine or you're okay with Tank Davis fighting these guys that nobody really asked him to fight. If you're okay with this, no fucking complaining for you. And that goes with anybody. I don't want you complaining about Canelo. I don't want you complaining about fucking Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. I don't want you complaining about Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or Alexander Usyk. I don't want you complaining about any fucking boxer in the sport of boxing because you follow this bullshit.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, man.
You know, I'm gonna steal something you said. Motherfuckers should have got the hint about Ring Magazine when they put Ronda Rousey on there as best fighter.
Right.
Remember they had her the best fighter. Like, whoa, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like, that's when you really should have stopped fucking with Ring Magazine when they did that shit right there, right? When Oscar De La Hoya bought them, I knew that. I said, all right, this shit about to be some bullshit. Yep. It's about to be some bullshit, right? Because what you're saying, it fans. And then, of course, you have these so-called pundits who are fans also because they don't really know the sport of boxing. My man probably just said several times, these are motherfuckers that bumped into boxing because they failed at other fucking shit, right? So they bumped into motherfucking boxing, okay? And hence the reason why they could sit up there and they could say some shit to you like, well, you know, Ryan Garcia, I mean, he don't need to fight for a belt. He's like Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
Really? Ryan Garcia measures up to Manny Pacquiao? Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know this nigga was almost a legend. Wow, really? that's
crazy, man.
Yeah, like that's what you say? You know what I'm saying? Hell, even fighters when them niggas ain't retired. ESPN. Think about this. ESPN just 2 weeks ago, right? When Usyk beat Anthony Joshua. Later on that fucking night, ESPN was up there talking about, oh, Tyson Fury's talking about something, he ready to fight, put the video up. We're going to get Tyson Fury Usyk long before we get Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Well, what the fuck is happening right now? Right. Usyk like, well, I ain't fighting in 2023. So where's all the motherfuckers on ESPN say, listen, we apologize, you know, for you, Timothy Bradley, the only man that has the courage at PBC is Deontay Wilder. Okay. Where's the apology, Tim? Where's the apology? So at the end of the day, you're 100% right when you say that. And then, of course, the networks is like, hey, man, why should we force these motherfuckers to fight some? Why should we force them to fight somebody? He bringing in us money.
Exactly. That's all. That's all they care. That's all they care about. And it's gotten to the point where the fans, they're starting to only care about the money. Why do you see? Dog, I've seen so many arguments on the Three Kings Boxing Facebook page between fans arguing about how much money a nigga got in his pocket and why he should be the A side and this other fighter should be the B side. What are you guys doing? Who cares? You should only care about the fight being made. Mikaela Mayer's trainer says something nice, man. I wish I had this shit on here, but I didn't think to put it on here because this just came to my brain right now, right? During their press conference, he was talking about how the girls are doing it big, which is something we've been saying for a while now, right? You got another undisputed fight getting ready to come up, Chantel Cameron and Jessica McCaskill at 140 pounds, right? Women's boxing is killing it right now when it comes to the matchups. And Mikaela Mayer's trainer was saying this. And he said something. He goes, you know, I got to give it up to the women. They're doing it real big right now. I just only hope I'm not 90 years old before Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. That's what he said.
Yep.
And everybody started laughing. Mikaela Mayer was like, oh, shit. But he's right.
He's right.
Why is that fight not made yet? You know what I'm saying? We know why.
We know why.
We know why, right? But the point is, it's gotten to the extent of where money is like the ultimate goal now. Nothing else fucking matters anymore.
Exactly.
And you got a bunch of fans arguing on Terrence Crawford's behalf about money.
Yeah.
When you shouldn't be. You should be arguing that, hey, get the fight made. Who cares? As a fan, you shouldn't care about anybody's pockets.
Exactly.
Exactly, WOE. You shouldn't care about any fighter's pockets. All you should give a damn about is Fighter A needs to fight Fighter B, or as a fan, I'm about to boycott this shit.
Yes.
That's what should be happening. Not you getting in arguments to the point where niggas want to beat you up when they see you over a fighter that don't even know who the fuck you are. Fuck you. Terrence Crawford deserves 50-50. Man, fuck you. You don't know shit about boxing. You don't know shit about boxing. Terrence Crawford was undisputed champion. He was a champion at 135. He's WBO champion at 147. You don't know shit. Get Errol Spence dick out your mouth. What? Get Errol Spence dick. You get Terrence Crawford's dick out your mouth. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, this is where I live. Nigga, this is where I live. Does it not always happen that way, Bo?
Yeah, it does.
Meanwhile, while y'all arguing about getting a fighter's dick out your mouth and y'all getting ready to fight each other, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence don't even know who the fuck you guys are.
No.
Stupid. Start boycotting the fighters, nigga. Boycott the networks and the promoters. Don't get mad at each other. Fucking dumb.
You know, it's funny you mentioned it because it just came to me right now. I was having a conversation with somebody. I said, hey man, because we was talking about the era of boxing. I said, man, this is the weakest era I've ever seen. He said, are you crazy? Man, we got all these good potential fights. And I'm looking at him. I said, yeah, potential. The era I'm talking about, we had those fights. And also the era I'm talking about, the only women fighters you heard of was Layla Ali, Christy Martin, and Lucia Riker. Women's boxing wasn't thriving like that in my era because these niggas were fighting.
Yep.
Right? Okay? Like you had to be a special woman fighter for us to know anything about your motherfucking ass. Like, me and St. John, you had to be a special motherfucker for us to know anything about your ass. Right? You know what I'm saying? You wasn't no Instagram thirst trapping and all that old shit. You wasn't doing that shit. Back then, they wasn't doing that shit back then. The motherfuckers on, I mean, Christy Martin couldn't thirst trap any goddamn way. Y'all seen her? And Wolf couldn't thirst trap anyway. Really? Right? So you had to be a special motherfucker back then. Right? But then on top of that, the reason why the women are doing it, and shout props to my man Prodigy, because he said the same reason why you see the little guys doing it. They're not getting the same pay. So they have to keep fighting. But the thing what I like about them is they actually want to make great fights. Mikaela Mayer could have been like, hey, I want to fight Alycia Baumgardner on my own card. Nope. She said, no, put me on the undercard of that right there. That's a big one. Put me on the undercard of that. Mikaela Mayer and Alycia Baumgardner, dog, it could be on the card by itself. Let's keep it a buck. It really could.
Absolutely.
It really could.
Absolutely.
It really could. But Mikaela Mayer saw that and said, hey, I want to be a part of that. Put me on there. Boom. Make it happen. Right? Claressa Shields could have told Savannah Marshall, I'm not coming to UK to fight you. Bitch, you crazy. Better bring your ass over here to fucking Detroit.
I'm a fucking 3-division champion, 2-division undisputed champion. You better come over here to Flint.
Yeah.
they paid him in Flint hold 2,000 people. Wouldn't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't matter, bro.
All right. You got a nigga that has done nothing in the sport, but win an interim title, tell the motherfucker, hey man, we fighting 140. I'll fuck the fight. Really? Oh, okay. Well, fuck the fight then, nigga. Shit. Right. So, man, that's what I'm saying, man. It all boils down to the fans. It all boils down to everything we just said. I dare anybody listen what we said and try to call us biased or don't know what the fuck we talk. I fucking dare you. I will give you my phone number to call, put you on speaker, and we will eat your ass alive. No homo. But we will eat your ass the fuck up. Eat you the fuck up. Because show me in this fucking era where any big fight got made just as fast as these women's fights is getting made. We was telling Claressa Shields, hey, you gotta fight fucking Savannah Marshall. Soon as Savannah brought her ass to middleweight and Claressa did her thing at 154, I bet I'm grabbing these belts. Come on, Savannah Marshall, let's do this. Signed the contract, boom. Only reason why the fight's not happening because of what happened.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. She went to the weigh-in. She went, no, check this out. In a women's fight, ain't nobody getting cuts, twisted wrists. Ain't doing that shit, man. So, oh man, we got to do better, man. Boxing as a whole, right? All right, let's move on, man. All right, next thing up. All right, as you guys know, the fight that everybody had been waiting for the fucking weekend, the undisputed middleweight fight between unified champion Claressa Shields and WBO champion Savannah Marshall. Then, of course, unified junior lightweight champion Mikaela Mayer and the WBC champion Alycia Baumgardner. That card got canceled Them two fights are being postponed October 15th. But then the question that comes up is, who benefits the most from this fight being postponed? Right? Out of all four of these fighters, who benefits the most from this happening? And in my honest opinion, I'm gonna start out first. I believe Alycia Baumgardner benefits the most in her fight with Mikaela Mayer, only because Mikaela Mayer has indicated of how it's getting a little bit more difficult for her to make weight. So now she has to maintain this weight for another 30 fucking days, right? That could be taxing on your body, right? So if she has to maintain this weight for another 30 days, because you know she has the date October 15th, right? There's a lot of things that can change from her from a physical standpoint to where if she doesn't fight a smart fight, like if she tries to go toe to toe, right? She can look and find herself getting gas, her punches not having the same amount of pop they have on them. Okay. So the advantage, in my opinion, plays I'm leaning a little bit toward Alycia Baumgardner only because of the weight issues Mikaela Mayer has mentioned. And then I didn't like how Mikaela Mayer looked at the last time they was together shaking hands. She looked at a lot thinner, and she looked at a lot thinner in the face than I'm used to her looking. That tells me she is somewhat she's going through some extreme measures to try to make sure she make weight, maybe to the point of even overtraining her fucking self, right? And Baumgardner is looking a little bit more ripped. You know, her faces is sunken in, it's filled out a little bit more. So she seems to starting to fit in a little bit more comfortably, man. Which one between Baumgardner and Mikaela Mayer do you think is at a disadvantage here?
Damn, that's a good question. I think I want to say Baumgartner's at a disadvantage because she's probably in the best shape she's ever been right now. I think Baumgartner's in tip top shape. You know, if the fight were to happen tomorrow, she'd be in the tip top shape, 100% shape, bro. With it being postponed another month, she may overtrain. I fear she could overtrain. You know what I'm saying? That may not be the case. She may be able to manage her training properly and still be in tip top shape before October 15th. But it's still something that could happen. You know what I'm saying? I think Mikaela gets more time to work out the kinks that Bo might say have happened in her training camp, which made her look a little bit more gaunt, trying to make weight, right? Because Alycia Baumgardner did say, "Good luck trying to make weight." She said that to her when they were talking shit to each other, right? She said basically, you know, your ass whooping got postponed, and then she said, "Good luck trying to make weight." And then Mikaela Mayer came back and said, your fucking payday got postponed." And she said, "Good luck being a broke bitch," something like that.
Yeah, go back to being a broke bitch.
Back to being
hey,
a
that's
broke
savage,
bitch.
man. That's savage, dog.
That shit was funny. But I think, yeah, if Bo is right about Mayer, because her appearance did look a little gaunt, and Alycia Baumgardner did drop a little bit of knowledge saying that basically, you know, the secret is that she had trouble making weight. Her having more time is going to help her be better prepared for Baumgardner. On the flip side, like I said, Baumgardner's in tip-top shape now. She needs to fight tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I fear she could overtrain getting another 3 weeks in, or she could undertrain. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good
tip-top
point.
shape now, so she could be like, all right, I can take a week off or a week and a half off, you know what I'm saying, and then get back into it. And that might fuck her up too.
Yeah.
So she's got to play her cards basically on a tightrope in terms of staying in good tip-top shape like she is now before October 15th, more so than Mikaela Mayer has to.
Oh man, see what I'm saying? Now, where else y'all gonna get this kind of shit? Like everybody else is telling y'all the fight is canceled. Like we're telling y'all, hey man, who benefits from this?
Yeah.
Anybody else think? I mean, I ain't seen nobody else thinking like this. But then again, I don't expect to see nobody else thinking like this, right? Very good point. You know what? I didn't think about that. You're right. She could more undertrain than anything, thinking she could actually be thinking, I got this in the bag. Shit, I don't need to do as much as I did before. And you're right. She could fucking undertrain herself into a loss. So I agree with you right there. It's two sides of that coin, man. All right. So now we have Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall, right? Now, for me, I think this fight being postponed, I definitely think it benefits Savannah Marshall. Here's the reason why. I wasn't confident in, I felt Savannah Marshall might have rushed herself back from her hand injury to make this fight. So if I wasn't confident in her injuries healing up all the way, some of the injuries she said she actually had to have surgery. and she was right back in the gym training in 2 weeks, right? Any surgery you have on your hand and your elbow and anything that affects your power hand, you need more time. You need more than 2 weeks before you're back in the gym training. So that was my biggest fear was, hey, I don't think she had enough time to let some of those injuries heal. And then also, if she was to try to go into that fight, it would already been pressure on her, but it would have been, understand something, in the UK, they love the queen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. I just felt like if she'd have tried to fight Claressa Shields with all of this on her mind, with the pressure of the fight, now the country's even more on you because of the situation, what happens. There's a lot of distractions because there's all these things that's going on in the country because of this right here, right? These things could affect you. And on top of the fact that, hey, I also believe that you didn't let your body heal fully to your ability to fight Claressa Shields. I think you rushed it to get back because you was trying to make the fight in September like everybody wanted. So I definitely think this helps Savannah Marshall. And if you do have any nagging pains and injuries, you get a chance to fucking let them heal properly. If there's anything like from family, from country and all that, you get to let that shit ease up and cool down. You get to go into the Claressa Shields fights even better than what you probably would have been going into it before. But on the flip side of that, I also think this may be a disadvantage for Claressa Shields because you can't leave and come back here, then go back there. That will, like, traveling in between, like, okay, well, the fight ain't happening, come back to Detroit, then go back. That will throw you all the way the fuck
out
off.
there.
Yes, she's definitely stay out there. I agree. Yeah. I agree. Go ahead, take it, man. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go the other direction. I think it benefits Claressa Shields, but you do make a good point. She should stay out there, moving back and forth. That's going to a lot of people don't understand that does take a toll on your body. It's a different atmosphere. It's different food, right? That absolutely takes a toll on your body, man. It has an effect on your body. So I think she should actually stay out there for that month. I don't know if she's going to do that or not, but I think that's the best plan for her. But I still think outside of that, it is a benefit for Claressa Shields because I'm looking at Savannah Marshall, and like I said, this is most definitely the toughest fight that Claressa Shields has ever been in, right? Amateur or pro, in my opinion. Savannah Marshall has all the tools that all the girls that Claressa Shields fought did not have, right? She has great defense. She has great full extension on her punches with maximum power in both hands, right? She has great ring IQ. You see what I'm saying? And then, of course, the power, right? These are all a combination of things that no other fighter that Claressa Shields has fought has. And then it's the flip side on Savannah, of course, but we're not talking about Savannah right now, right? Savannah hasn't fought anybody better than Claressa Shields. So this is an excellent matchup. Peter Fury said in the press conference, basically that the women have fought junk on their resumes. He said it's basically the division's a pile of shit. And it's two elite fighters fighting each other. Their resumes don't matter. Well, Claressa's resume is a little bit better because she did beat Christina Hammer. She also did beat Hannah Gabriels, right?
Yep.
So Claressa's resume is a little bit better. But for the most part, they fought the same fucking people. Hannah Rankin and Femke Hermans, right? But at the end of the day, both of these girls are new, at least in the professional ranks, in terms of the skills that they're getting ready to face. Mm-hmm. But I still look at Savannah Marshall, and then I also look at how they were pushing her in terms of her thought process of why, after she beat Claressa Shields in the amateurs, why she couldn't get a gold medal or even a fucking bronze medal or silver medal, right? Why she didn't go far in the Olympics. What her temperament was as an amateur and how she had to grow from that to where she is now. And I hear a lot of excuses that I didn't like.
That's a good point.
Savannah seems to be a even kill type of person. She just started talking shit yesterday, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she went to Claressa's fight and said, "I'll wipe the floor with you." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Yeah. She just started talking shit recently, bro. But she'd never been that way before. Mm-hmm. I think her temperament, she needed to fight now. Because if you give her time to think about it, she might get out of her game, bro.
That's a good point.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
She may have been the most prepared that she'll ever be right now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Given another month, she may not be as prepared as she was right now. Claressa Shields is going to be prepared no fucking matter what. She has the utmost confidence in herself to the point where she really believes nobody can beat her, bro. She honestly believes that. There's
Yes,
not a person more dangerous in the sport of boxing that has a high willpower, bro.
Yeah.
Because these are the Charlos. This is Terrence Crawford. This is Errol Spence. That's why that matchup is so fucking good, because both of these guys have maximized their willpower. They don't think anybody can fucking beat them. You see what I'm saying? So Claressa's always going to be prepared. Whether she loses or wins, she's always going to be the utmost prepared. Right. I don't want Savannah Marshall more time to think about how prepared Claressa Shields has been leading up to this fight, because it could get her off her game. If she was so weak, mentally weak as a youngster, because they said, oh, she was a shy girl and she wasn't prepared, and she wasn't mentally up for fighting in the Olympics, and she basically said that she was mentally weak. If that has happened to her before, what makes you think it can't happen to her again, especially on the brightest stage that women's boxing has to offer? You see what I'm saying?
That's very true. That's a good point.
Peter Fury's an excellent he's an excellent motivator for her. He's actually motivated her through the amateurs and up into the, as a professional, through the professional ranks to become WBO champion at middleweight.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean meeting an old nemesis who's better than what she was when she was 17. That doesn't mean that that's not getting to Savannah Marshall. It doesn't mean that. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, I need Savannah to fight her tomorrow, but that's not going to happen. So I think it benefits Claressa Shields because her temperament's not going to change. But given Savannah Marshall's history, there's a possibility her temperament changes, man.
And you know what? There's a point, and this is why I love when we do these shows. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all really got to pay attention. I just thought about something that I remember, and I wrote the article on that, and I forgot. Remember when they was sitting there with Johnny Nelson, and Johnny Nelson asked Claressa, what happens if you lose? She's like, I don't even answer those type of questions. I'm not losing. What are you talking about? I don't entertain questions like that.
Right.
Then they asked Savannah, what happens? Have you ever thought about losing? She said, yeah, I've thought about it. And Claressa was like, you just lost right there. So you're absolutely right about that temperament. Like that was, and I know a lot of people say, oh, she's English. No, fuck all that. You're a fighter. You have to have a special, we tell this to y'all all the time. You have to have a different type of mindset when you are a fucking athlete at the highest goddamn level.
Yep.
You have to have a different temperament and mindset. I was at my man's crib, right? This nigga big as shit out there shooting jumpers on a bad goddamn ankle, hitting all fucking bottom, and was calling it. Bottom, give me the ball back. Give me the ball back.
Hey,
give me the ball back.
Don't let Lonzo hear you say that, bro. He don't think I can hoop.
Nigga, and it wasn't a situation where he was in one spot. We was tossing that ball 20 yards, 20 inches. We was throwing that ball all kind of places. Man, go way back. Go into people's parking lot. It was driveway. Oh, nigga, give me the ball back. Like, what the hell, man? Right? But it's that mindset. You got to have that motherfucking mindset, right? I ain't scared to say I'm 52 years old, man. I will whoop your motherfucking ass. You fucking piss me off and fuck with me. That's just my mindset. I don't care how old you are. You could be 25. You could be Mike Tyson. No, man, you fuck with me. I'm out here in these streets. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm not gonna play with you, man. So you gotta have that mindset. So you're absolutely right. And another thing is, you're right. Because now that I think about it, here's where your point is. If they're not fighting October 15th, that gives a lot of time to let all of this sink in. What's going on in the country, the devastation of them loot, all that could sink in as to where she would have been already in fight mode and ready to fight, versus everything's going to sink in. And then when the fight comes, there's going to be enormous pressure on her to win.
Yeah.
And if she isn't mentally tough or strong, right? Because I don't care what Savannah Marshall says. I don't care what nobody says. It's fucking with everybody that the fact that Claressa Shields is in their country looking to whoop their fighter's ass and is confident about whooping her ass.
But you can see it on the the interviews that she has out there. They're basically they're not chastising Claressa Shields, but they're kind of like trying to get her to come to an understanding that Savannah Marshall is a serious threat. And Clarissa's like, no, You know what I'm saying? Like she's fighting against that. Like, no, she's not. I'm gonna whoop her ass. And y'all need to understand this. You know what I'm saying? Like they want her to acknowledge Savannah Marshall as a serious threat out there.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's definitely killing them that Claressa Shields has no respect for Savannah Marshall.
Yeah. I sat there and watched Johnny Nelson say, "Oh, if Claressa was here, I'll say it to her face." And I want to tell the niggas, man, no, you wouldn't, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Derek Chisora called you he dropped the P word on you to your face and you didn't do anything. I highly doubt you say something to Claressa Shields.
Right.
Sit your WBO never been a champion ass sitting ass down some fucking
Get the
way.
nigga out of here, bro. That dude weak as fuck. He said he was gonna. I forgot what he said recently. He could beat somebody, man. I was like, man, somebody get this nigga out of here, man. Johnny Nelson's so overrated, bro. Most overrated. Understand he held that WBO cruiserweight title back when the WBO wasn't even considered a real fucking title, bro. The WBO back then was the IBO today, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about he was a world champion. No, the fuck he was not. No. And he was at cruiserweight. Nobody cared about that division back then.
No.
So not only did he not have a real title, he was in a division nobody gave a fuck about. This dude's highly overrated and super garbage. This nigga out of here, man. You can't stand Johnny Nelson, man.
But yeah, man, you understands, and I'm really actually mad to fight because I had a break, man. I had a breakdown. Like I said, I hadn't talked to 2K all day because I was ready for that breakdown, dog.
Yeah, man, we had that shit. I mean, it's still October 14th. That shit's still gonna be on deck, bro.
It's gonna be on deck because I had my break, nigga. It was finna be hot up in here because I was ready for that breakdown, and I was gonna hurt you niggas' feelings. Like when the motherfuckers say, "Well, you don't know shit about boxing." Typically, when they say that because they don't have no comeback. But I was gonna drop all that knowledge and facts and then tell y'all niggas y'all know nothing about boxing. Now all that said, y'all niggas don't know shit about boxing.
Yeah, man, I had that prediction on deck for about 3.5 years now, bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, ain't too much changed. You know what I'm saying? So,
nothing at all.
We ain't got to write nothing down. We never write anything down any fucking way. But don't need to look nothing up. Don't need to go look at no fights. Nah, man. It's all
okay. You giving away the secret. You giving away the secret, dog.
They already know. They already know we don't write. People that have been on, Prodigy of Boxing Talk for years. They know.
Right. Yeah.
You write nothing down, nigga. This shit straight from the dome, man. That's why, like I said, man. That's why y'all got to stop following these dudes. These people, I don't know what they're talking about, man. They don't know the sport. I got niggas that have made so much money off my predictions. I should ask for some comp on that, bro. Real talk. I should be asking for comp, man.
Right. You say, hey, man, hey, what did you once tell me? Hey, man, that's not how the universe works, though, dog. You ask for comp, nigga, gonna lose.
Right. Somebody need to pay me a fucking percentage, man. But it is what it is, man. Like, it's still gonna be on deck October 14th. You know what I'm saying? The same shit we was gonna say today is gonna be said then. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody looks bad, you know what I'm saying, over this next month. If somebody starts looking bad, we start getting some footage of niggas looking terrible.
Some personal inside info.
Yeah, inside information. Some things might change, but as of today, bro, it's the same shit, man.
Right. Real quick, I'm gonna make this quick. I gotta give my man here, Prodigy, props. This is why we tell y'all follow us, because we speak common sense. We don't speak fanism. We don't speak protection of fighters. We speak straight up common sense, right? So real quick, in case y'all don't know, Canelo Alvarez talking about some stopping Gennady Golovkin to the body. Y'all know who else said that could happen?
And that's another thing. Gennady Golovkin never liked taking shots to the body. I remember when Willie Monroe Jr. hit him to the body, and that motherfucker winced. Now that's Willie Monroe.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Willie Monroe ain't got no power, dog. I remember that. And he winced. I was like, oh shit, this is a nigga that don't like body shots. Right? Canelo, I could see him eating that body up, giving that motherfucker maximum damage. And a referee that respects Gennady Golovkin for who he is, for what his career has been, right? And what he's done for him as he sees it in the sport of boxing, he's going to jump in and save the veteran so he doesn't get any permanent damage. Well,
yes.
It don't even matter. They're gonna go follow those other guys, bro.
I know it don't. But hey, as niggas in UK would say, I tip my hat to you, sir.
Man, it don't even matter, bro. They're gonna go follow the other guys. Yeah, man, that nigga Prodigy know his boxing. But let me go over here to this guy. That's what they're gonna do, bro.
They gonna pick up their phone and hit and listen and watch Mike Carpenter talk wrestling. Yo, he one of them niggas you talk about, dog. He one of them niggas you talking about. You be seeing his tweets. This nigga, him and fucking Radio Right. Them niggas be at them shows, dog.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at them and tell they don't get no pussy, man.
Hey, what?
Met both of those men in person. I can tell you they don't get pussy. So that's exactly what I said. If you into wrestling like that, you're an older man. Chances there's a high probability you do not get punani. Just saying, man. It's fake, nigga. Let me just let the secret out. Wrestling's fake. It's not real.
It's not real, nigga. Nigga, 200, 300 pounds punching another man and no bruises and blood.
Nigga, right, nigga. 300 and 350 pounds punching another man and some draws. And you a grown ass man paying for the pay-per-view, making tweets about it. Nigga out of here, bro. But y'all are gonna go follow him, so it doesn't really matter.
So it doesn't really matter.
They're gonna go follow him.
Right, man.
Stupid, bro.
But like my man Prodigy said, man, y'all saw it, man. Go over to the Three Kings Boxing YouTube channel, man. And yeah, coming real soon, man. We're gonna do these every day. We're gonna give you guys 20 minutes with one topic, two topics. We're gonna do these motherfuckers every day, man. This shit needs to stop. And the only way it's gonna stop if we do it right here, man. We got a question right here. J.L. Davis always coming with these questions and shit. You motherfucker be blowing up my damn.
That's my man's though, man. He be the first nigga in here all the time and the last one to leave, man.
After we see the legal senior abuse, where do y'all feel Canelo goes with him take shit from his statement about never fighting Mexicans in? Where does he go? Benavidez waiting, Morrell Jr. there, Bivol maybe, but maybe not be there. What he trapped himself. Well, here's the thing about Canelo taking that stance on not fighting no Mexicans, man. At the end of the day, Canelo been said that, and he's actually been sticking to that. And then, I mean, he didn't feel that way when he fought Angulo and shit like that, but he felt that way. He's sticking to what the translation for Canelo is. He's not fighting no dangerous Mexican fighters. That's the translation.
That's pretty much the translation.
That's I'm not fighting a dangerous Mexican fighter. That's the translation.
Yeah, no problem. Like you said, Alfredo Angulo, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He's fought Mexicans in the past, and actually I remember he mentioned not fighting Mexicans prior to fighting Chavez Jr.
Exactly,
and ended up fighting Chavez Jr. So
exactly.
that right there alone is credibility to your statement right there. He's not fighting any dangerous Mexicans.
Exactly. So that's what that is. He means he ain't fighting no dangerous Mexican fighter. But where does he go? Canelo Alvarez can like real talk. He can do whatever he wants. And I mean, as long as motherfuckers are paying, like we said earlier, as long as motherfuckers are paying and buying his fights, as long as there's a platform like the Zone where they get this nigga $32 million for Rocky Fielding. Oh my God, Canelo called me. That nigga there. As long as they're giving him that kind of money to fight that nigga there, then why should Canelo leave, man? So it doesn't matter where he goes. Canelo, what you say? No, I'm gonna say it doesn't matter wherever Canelo goes. So
I don't know if he means where does he go in terms of promotion or where does he go in terms of who he fights next. But I'm gonna answer it in terms of who he fights next. It's Canelo, man. All he's got to do, listen, what you guys got to understand is Canelo Alvarez, man. Yes, he lost to Dimitri Bivol, and his name took somewhat of a hit because he lost to Dimitri Bivol. However, yeah, that's what I thought, JL. Next fight, that's all my answer right now. However, all he has to do is beat Golovkin. He's back on top.
Yep. So
he might take a little hit, like if y'all play fantasy football, right? And you look at a dude's projections week to week, and you look at his how many fantasy football teams have rostered that player, and you might see a minus 2.2% for that week. Yeah, that's where Canelo is right now. You know what I'm saying? But it would be like fan base. It's at 98% right now, and minus 2% because he lost to fucking Dimitri Bivol. As soon as he beats Gennady Golovkin, and by knockout, that I believe is going to happen by standing knockout, right? It goes back to 100% fan base. And when it goes back up to that, he can fight anybody he wants. he'd go rematch Caleb Plant, right? Caleb Plant said he wants a Canelo rematch after he beats Darrell. He did say he was going to fight Benavidez. He's not doing that, but he did. And he also said he wants. Right, he's lying. Right.
Move on.
Right.
Nigga just had a baby. He's not taking no chances right now. Move on.
The only chance he takes is another $5 to $10 million payday for Canelo Alvarez rematch, and that's what he's also said. So, and I can see Canelo rematching him. Bivol could happen. If that happens, I don't see Canelo fighting Bivol at 175. I see Canelo trying to drain Bivol to get him down to 168. And plus, Bivol has said that he'll fight Canelo at 168 several times. He said it years ago, back in like 2018. He said he'll fight Canelo at 168. So he'd have to stay true to his word, and he would. Bivol doesn't seem like a guy that talks shit and doesn't prove it, as you saw. You know what I'm saying? He's always said he could beat Canelo for like 5 years, and then he went in there and beat the motherfucker, right? So he proves that he backs up his talk. So Canelo could try to drag him down to 168, and he'll definitely go to 168, and that may or may not have an effect on him. But he could do anything he wants after he beats Golovkin. If he loses Golovkin, I don't know, bro. That one's funny. That would be hilarious. If Canelo loses Gennady Golovkin, honestly, bro, yeah, just go ahead and hang him up. Just hang him up. Yeah. Because you shouldn't be losing to a 40-year-old Golovkin.
Well,
he shouldn't be losing to him.
Well, what happens is everybody's gonna say that he also, like, the conversation is gonna be Canelo, just like with Deontay Wilder. Hey man, Canelo lost 3 fights to Golovkin. That's what the conversation is gonna be. Yeah. If he loses this one, they're gonna say, we told y'all he lost to this
told y'all he lost the other 2.
Yep. That's what the talk is gonna be. Yeah. So
but I like I said, I suspect he wins this.
Yeah.
He retires Golovkin, and at that point, like I said, fan base goes right back up to 100. It's the same old Canelo fanboyism that you've been seeing prior to Bivol. That comes right back. Right now, it's seized. You don't really see a lot of it anymore. But as soon as he beats Golovkin, it's coming right back. Just be prepared. Coming right back.
They're going to be in our chat. Told you Canelo is back. Yep. And I'm going to go back to calling that nigga Carnelo.
Go back. You've been calling him that.
Oh, I've been saying it the whole show?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, dog. I thought. Yeah. All right, man. Look at. All right, man. Look here, man. Now y'all see why 2K wants to move this shit to 3 Kings. He don't want this on Prodigy no more. Oh, shit. As we said, man, follow this, man. Get ready to go. Get ready to go over there to the 3 Kings Boxing YouTube channel, man. Like we said, man, and it's coming soon, y'all. We're gonna start going every day, 20 minutes. Like I said, 3 topics, man. We're gonna give y'all some shit. Because me and my man, we want to put a stop to this, and it's gonna start with us right here, man. So follow us, man, and always go to 3kingsboxing.com for unbiased, straight up, real motherfucking boxing talking information, man. All right, Prodigy, take us out.
Yeah, man. As I said before, man, like we're gonna put in the work. We need y'all to like, comment, and share. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need y'all to do that. People on Facebook, share that shit to these groups. People on YouTube, like, comment, man, and share it somewhere else. People on Facebook, go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe, man. But we're gonna need the support from y'all to be able to get out there to where we're competing in terms of, you know, making videos with guys that don't know what they're talking about. A lot of people come in here and say, hey, y'all know what y'all talking about, man. Y'all should be bigger. Well, then make us bigger. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear people. I don't want to read people, man, y'all should be bigger. Y'all should be bigger. And then I don't see you again in the chat. Come in here, come to the shows, make us bigger. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put in our work as followers and people that like what we do. Y'all put in y'all's work, make us bigger, man. Real talk. But in the meantime, also go to 3kingsboxing.com for your source of pure and unadulterated boxing information. Hit us up on Twitter at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing, Facebook.com/3kingsboxing. Also subscribe to this YouTube channel, Prodigy of Boxing Talk. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified when we go live or when I make a video. Also go over to 3 Kings Boxing. It's separated. I think it's 3, then Kings, then Boxing. It's all separated. Go over there on YouTube, subscribe to that channel because we're getting ready to move this over there, and we're going to be doing a lot of, as Bo mentioned, some 20-minute videos every day to just kind of get that channel up and moving. You know what I'm saying? So go over there, subscribe over there. All right, appreciate everybody in the chat. Until the next one, we out.